Kia ora and welcome along to Wednesday's severe weather update from us here at Met Service. It was a fairly active day yesterday with heavy rain on that western coast of the South Island, some snowfall and a fair number of strong winds across parts of the South Island, and even up on towards the North Island we've seen some thunderstorms running across us this morning as well. Here they are at 5 a.m, just running in towards the likes of, say, Auckland. Pulling away towards the north, you can see though down towards the south we had another burst of thunderstorms in towards Taranaki through the morning time. That's those red crosses there. Now, as we go through the rest of today, we've lifted most of those severe weather warnings, but we have still got some severe weather watches in place, both in terms of snowfall and also some wind. So we'll take a look at those as we go through the rest of today. You can see down south we've got those snowfall watches for parts of Southland and Otago. We've also got wind watches for Wellington, Wairarapa and across in towards Banks Peninsula. A road snowfall warning for the likes of, say, the Desert Road and some of those passes down south as well. Snowfall watches for the likes of, say, Wairarapa and also that Central Plateau, places like Taihape in those northern parts of Whanganui, and also some more wind watches for Auckland, Great Barrier Island, Coromandel Peninsula and across in towards the Chatham Islands as well. But we'll start off by taking a look at how Wednesday evolves as we go through the daytime. Southwesterly winds continue to stream across New Zealand, bringing with them a fair number of wintry showers down south. Those areas of white, you can see that snowfall still with us, running up in towards places like, say, the Kaikoura coast, up in towards the mountains through there. We could gain a bit more snowfall through the night in towards Wairarapa and also that central plateau of the North Island. Worth bearing in mind for those higher roads on the North Island, places like the Rimutaka Road, but also that Desert Road as we go through the night time tonight. So we have got some more snowfall watches in place. Now for those areas down the south, we're going to keep hold of those watches right the way through into about 5 o'clock for those areas of Southland and Otago down towards Clutha. Snowfall levels mainly down to around about 200 metres, but heaviest above 300 metres as we go through the day today. Similar kind of values for those snow heights for the likes of, say, Queenstown Lakes areas and those inland parts of Otago. And we, again, worth bearing in mind places like the Crown Range Road, the Milford Road as we go through the daytime. Might find a bit more snowfall through there as well. As we head further northwards, places like Wairarapa will find that snowfall risk as we go through the nighttime tonight, Wednesday into Thursday morning. The snowfall down to around about 400 or 500 metres through the nighttime, but I think the heaviest snowfall above about 500 metres through there. And like I say, we'll even see some more snowfall about the top of the Desert Road as we head through the rest of today into the evening tonight. And I think the snowfall here heaviest above about 800 metres, but it's still low enough to give us a big impact on the places like the Desert Road. So do check in with Waka Kotahi on the state of those roads before you travel. But it is, I think, going to be feeling pretty wintry for many of us as we go through the night time tonight. It's not just those watches for snow though. We have also got some windy conditions still with us. There's New Zealand sitting between these two rivers, the very strong winds around the eastern coast and run up in towards, let's say, Auckland and Northland as well. Those southwesterly winds with us quite widely, and keep an eye down towards the south. Those winds wrap around in towards the Chatham Islands as well. But you can see where we've got those watches, those yellow areas as we go through the rest of today. It's those areas that are sticking out into that flow. So places like Banks Peninsula will keep hold of that risk of perhaps severe gales in the most exposed areas and those southwesterlies right the way through to about 9 p.m. For that Wairarapa coast and in towards Wellington and down towards that Kaikoura coast and the eastern side of Marlborough, we'll find those winds increasing again at 9 p.m. Wednesday through till 9 a.m. Thursday. Again, risk of severe gale and perhaps some stronger gusts through there as well. And up in towards Auckland, Coromandel and Great Barrier Island, we'll keep hold of that risk until about 6 p.m. on Wednesday. So we have got some stronger southwesterly winds with you, gusts perhaps 80 or 90 kilometres an hour. And it's worth saying, we still got a chance of some more thunderstorms running through with those winds as well. So it's still a fairly unsettled day, but it's not just the north and the south island we're keeping an eye on. Also keep an eye out towards the east, out to the Chatham Islands. As we go through in towards Thursday, we'll find our winds switching from this northwesterly to more of a southwesterly as we head through towards Thursday. So we have a strong wind watch out for the Chatham Islands as well. Those southerly winds may be approaching severe gale as we go through the daytime on Thursday, right the way through into the early hours of Friday as well. As always, you can find the latest forecast, watches and any warnings at metservice.com.